Astros. Can you hear me, Charles?
Hang on. There we go.
Did you hear my question about the Astros?
Yeah. I mean, I adopted. Yeah, there was no doubt. I did. I mean, like I grew up a Tigers fan. I'm still a Tigers fan, as you can see. But living in Houston, I definitely adopted them as my National League team. And I am. I think, and it's funny because I kind of caught hell from Houston fans for this. But I said on Twitter, like it upsets me, pisses me off. Like it disgusts me because I was there for that 2017 World Series. I went to a couple of those games. You know, I was at the World Series last year or this past season. And what upsets me in particular was I remember Game 5 of the 2017 World Series. I went as a fan, and it was one of the greatest sporting events I've ever been to in my entire life. You know, they win 13-12 in extra innings. Yeah. And, you know, it was just an unreal experience. And I remember saying to Dawn, my girlfriend who was with me, I said, you know, this is unbelievable. They're hitting everything. You know, they're raking it right now. They can't be stopped. Wow. And I just remember saying over and over to her, like they're so dialed in right now. It's amazing. And then when all this stuff comes out, and then obviously when Major League Baseball finally drops the report that it was throughout the 2017 regular season, throughout the playoffs, throughout the World Series, I was crushed because I'm like, you just took one of my greatest memories as a sports fan, and now it is corrupted forever. Like I will always know that how excited I was, what I was cheering for. I have no idea what was real in terms of what I was watching.
I think the way you're describing it, right, is very similar to the situation in college football, players not getting paid. And when you understand the history of our country and so many other things, I'm somebody who sounds like you, but in the context of what's been done to the players, you know, the right thing and all, and it has you with this emotional, visceral impact. How many or what percentage do you think of Astros fans feel the way you feel? To me, that's a huge deal right now, just in the country. That maybe I'm overblowing it, but what do you think?
I think it's a small percentage, honestly, because I have a lot of friends here who are Astros fans, and we've kind of had those debates where it's like, you know, and these are not transplants to the city of Houston. These are people who grew up with the Astros, waited decades upon decades upon decades to experience that moment. And so I think in their eyes, the justification is, well, geez, everybody does it, you know? And, you know, I get that, you know, I get the sort of, I don't want to say it's moral corruption, but I mean, you know, you're compromised. You're compromised because you grew up but me personally, and I think probably it's because I've spent 20 years, almost 25 years covering sports and kind of seeing what goes on behind the scenes. I don't care. There's nobody that I've ever cheered for. I went to Michigan State, and I can tell you right now, in the midst of the Nassar scandal, I told anybody, and it was all my, you know, fellow alumni at Michigan State. I said, if Tom Izzo had any knowledge whatsoever of this at all inside the athletic department, he should be fired. If Mark D'Antonio had any, he should be fired. Everybody should be held accountable for it. I don't care. There's nobody I cheer for or root for or even know personally that I don't think, you know, people should be held accountable for what they do and how they, you know, how they present themselves and the things that they take part in. So I get it, man. It's hard to be a fan, and it's hard to have a memory that you're going to cherish forever and then kind of lose that. So I kind of understand where people are coming from, but